Welcome. I'm Jeff Meyer, Director of Winemaking.
And I'm Steve Peck, winemaker at Lohr Vineyards and Wines.
And we are going to taste some Lohr Riverstone Chardonnay.
Wow. Now, Lohr makes the Chardonnay from grapes grown in the Arroyo Seco appellation, right?
Exactly. It's about an hour south of the San Francisco Bay Area.
It's in Monterey County.
In Monterey County, so it's a very cool, windy place, great for growing Chardonnay.
So it's a little cool for red grapes there, but just right for
exactly.
whites.
It's really nice for the Chardonnays and the Pinot, but today we're talking about Chardonnay, so let's give it a go here.
So the first thing that strikes me, Jeff, is just the brightness of the color and hue of this wine.
Yeah, I like to sort of say it's a sort of a straw yellow. It has a little bit of greenish or brassy sort of hues to it. It's very youthful looking, but yeah, that's what we're after in a Chardonnay.
So some of the amber color, that's coming from the barrel aging or barrel?
I think a little bit from that. There's a little bit from the fruit as well. And let's go ahead and smell and see what we got here. So the first thing I'm picking up on this wine is definitely sort of that pear, sort of apple fruit character. We talk about wines and break their signatures down to aroma, which would be sort of the fruit characteristics. And for me, in Monterey, depending upon the relative heat or coolness of the vintage, you're going to see on the cooler vintages more of the citrus, the grapefruit, the lime. And if we get a warmer vintage, you're going to see a little bit more of sort of the peach nectarine, or what I call stone fruit, sneaking in. But typically the backbone is that pear and apple.
Yeah, I see the pear and apple coming in, and I definitely get a little bit of the lime.
And how about on the bouquet, Steve? What do you see from that? That's our winemaking input or impact on the wine. And we've got lots of barrels behind us here. So for all of our Chardonnay, we do barrel ferment 100% of it. And
so the juice goes right in the barrel, gets fermented, and that's where we're picking up these, toasted nut characteristics, vanilla, even a little butter. I wouldn't say that's a dominant signature in this wine, but I do get a layer of a little bit of butteriness in this
right.
wine.
Ideally, we're just sort of looking for that balance of fruit and sort of that barrel ferment character.
I sort of skipped ahead of you and started tasting.
That's okay. What are you picking up on the palate?
I just get that bright, citrusy characteristic, a little bit of the toasted bread character as well.
Yeah, I definitely get a little bit of that honey and vanilla as well, but the fruit certainly, I think, is at the forefront. And when you savor that wine, you let it sit in your mouth, the one thing you do notice as well is that there's a nice sort of palate cleansing acidity, which you don't find in all Chardonnays, but certainly in the cooler appellations of California, they tend to finish nice and fresh with sort of that fruit acid character.
Yeah, I definitely get that after letting it savor for a few minutes. I've got that kind of zingy, rich finish. What would you pair this wine with, Jeff?
Well, for Chardonnay, I really love sort of the cream sauce pasta dishes. So the fettuccine Alfredos, I do a dish with lemon, with chives, and a little bit of cream, and
how about grilled fish? Would it work for that too?
Absolutely, yeah. I love either with halibut or salmon. You can even do it with shellfish if you'd like. But also, hey, one of my good friends, grilled chicken is one of his favorite things. So this is really nice as well with a grilled chicken.
Well, you got it. I'll have my Riverstone Chardonnay with a little pasta Alfredo and grilled salmon.
Sounds
if you
good.
Please.
All right,
Thanks.
Cheers.